Player 1. Time. Player 2. Level 1.
Good evening. It is Monday. It is just gone 8 o'clock. It is time for Total Video Games presents the Total Evercade Podcast. How are we all doing on this gloriously hot bank holiday Monday?
Yeah, very good.
All good, yeah.
Excellent. So before we go through the chat, just see who we have got joining us live. Let's just go round this evening. We have got Blunnars.
Hello, everyone. I hope tonight is off the chain with some great key news coming up. Also, you, Mr. Kevin Morgridge, you have leveled up that keychain.
Excellent. We have got Mr. Triggerface Tim.
Good evening.
Good evening. And we have got, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Sir Topham Hatt, Derek. How are you doing, Derek?
What is going on, players? Yep, tonight is going to be off the chain. Absolutely. I cannot wait. It's going to be a chain reaction all night. So very excited.
Let's see how many of these puns we can get in throughout the evening. I think it's got to happen. Please join in the chat as well. Yes, so in the chat, we have got a stacked roster of people in so far. We have got Mr. Skippins. Good evening, sir. I hope you are keeping good. Chris Dunham. Good evening. Got Timothy Earnshaw. Good evening, Tim. Morley Bruxton. Good evening, Morley. Dave Newton music. It's never the same without you, my friend. Good evening. Nick Craddock. Good evening, Nick. Got Steve B. Good evening, Steve. Vernon Couchman in the house. Good evening, Vernon. Dominic Bradley. Glad you could join us. Rob Taylor. Always a wonderful to see you, Rob. Always wonderful to see you. And MI Tech just sliding in there at the end. Good evening. You are all very, very welcome as we sort of shuttle on and talk about a whole bunch of stuff this evening. So, right, let's get started with our standard first topic, which is, of course, what are you playing? So, Blunners, what are you playing?
So I've been playing Meowtha. I downloaded the highlight of the month, which we'll talk about that later. So I'll speak about that a bit later. Played a bit of Thunderbolt, beat my record on Donut Dodo, just taking my time. Got over 84,000, so I would have smashed that, matey, at NVC. And
wow, well done.
Taking the t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fuming that I didn't do that when I was sat up there at the time. And you just got to get that chain reaction going with all them donuts that are flashing.
Yes,
so
you do.
And then, and then also we've been playing. It's Evercade related. Our game of the month that is going on in the total, in our Total Video Gamers Facebook group, Legacy of Kain. So that is what we've been playing. I've been playing this last 2 weeks.
Excellent. That's a lot of gaming. Tim, what are you playing?
What am I playing? I have been playing also the this game club, the first game club game, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. I've got lots of people in the group at the moment who are all playing it at the same time, and we're all commenting on it and seeing how we're getting on. Yeah, it's good. I have to admit, I think I first started playing it, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm really getting into this. But because we decided to do it for Game Club, I thought, you know what, I'm going to persevere and stick out a bit longer. And I am enjoying it. It is good. I think it hasn't aged that well as a PS1 game because the graphics don't look great. It is a bit clunky. But I know a few people have also been playing like remasters and things like that and saying actually the remaster is a lot better. There's some people that really like the original that want to keep playing on that. So I'm playing the Evercade cartridge for it. And yeah, just cracking on with that, really. I'd like to talk a lot more about Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, but I think where it's our game club game, we'll do some talks around that at a later time. So I won't give everything away now. But the one thing I will say about it is I really wish there was a bloody map, because I keep on getting lost. I'm running around caves, going round and round different areas, and all of a sudden I get to like a chasm or something. It's like, hang on, I've been here before. Where am I supposed to go? What's going on? As I really wish there's just a map that showed you, like Metroidvania style, like where have you been? Where have you not been? I'd be like, okay, I've not explored this area left. Yeah, I need to go like northeast and just head in that direction and hope for the best. But no, there's nothing. There's no map. There's no mini map. There's no compass. You're just left to like wander the caves. So yes, I have wanted some guides to help me get out.
Yeah, so I was saying to Tim, I jumped on, and our friend of the show as well does it. He's done a whole guide of it all, and I had to find out where I was, and I looked at my save state, and I was about 6 hours in, and he was about 40 minutes into his save state. So yeah, I'm just like dawdling around, wondering where the hell you got to go. That's the only thing. There is no hand holding. You get stuck and you are like, where the F can I go next? And there is no you just got to luckily fall upon it basically and just keep changing realms. That's the only thing I can explain. Anyone who's stuck somewhere, just always try and change back to the realm. So yeah, that you can physical realm, just keep trying to do that basically.
Excellent. Excellent. And Derek, what have you been playing?
Well, hearing all this about Soul Reaver makes me wonder how I did it all years ago. I don't know if anybody in the comment section has bought the remaster, and is there an option there to turn on the map, perhaps? I don't know, but it's something I've been thinking about. Actually, look in the week as I'm sorting out my games collection for the Mortal Kombat trilogy, of which you would think would be with all my fighting games in that section. But Sticky Fingers have moved it, and it took quite a while to track it down. But yeah, I did actually eventually come across it. But I did find my copy of Soul Reaver while I was at it, so I might join you guys in playing it through, because it has been a long time since I've been through that game. Otherwise, I've been on Commodore 64 Collection 2, playing Sword of Fargol. I'm a massive fan of that one. I really do enjoy it, and now I've sort of got it down to a T where I can pretty much live all through all 9 levels without dying. But I just love it. I love to find all the great stuff. I love to grab all the treasure, explore each dungeon, go in every room. You can pick up teleport spells and all sorts of wonderful things. I actually picked up an enchanted weapon, and that was awesome. And a load of really tough customers that usually give me a bit of a difficult time. I slayed them dead easy, and I'm absolutely to play it on the Evercade Alpha. It really does look special, and using the joystick just gives you that little bit more retro enjoyment. But otherwise, yeah, on the EXP it's just as great. So yeah, I would urge people to go out and just give that a go. Otherwise, obviously, I've been on Rogue 64 a little bit, because obviously later this week people will start to be receiving their Roguecraft copies. So it's always nice to go back and revisit the one that started it all.
Exciting. I haven't been evercading as much as I normally would do in the space of a couple of weeks. I've had a lot of games on the PS5 that I've come to finish, some that I've been wanting to start for over a year and finally got round to playing. So I'll save some of those for our ModCons podcast. But as I tend to do sort of bi-monthly at the moment, it feels like I've just played through Earthworm Jim, because that game never stops being one of the best platformers of all time. It still irks me a little bit that it's the Mega Drive version. I would love that Super Nintendo sound, but I appreciate that the Mega Drive sound is normally the one that people prefer and the one that people go for. But where I was brought up on my Super Nintendo, that's the sound that I remember and love. So it's it takes a couple of moments to adjust to the tinny scratchy sound of the Mega Drive. But yeah, Earthworm Jim is something that I just go back to all the time. How far that one for the Amico was through being made, or whether it was just one scene with Earthworm Jim running along a beach, I don't know. But
it's a shame.
Yeah,
It's
go
a
on.
shame, isn't it? Because it would be like some of the things that Tommy Tallarico told us that was coming
Yeah.
with that would have been great. Like there was like a gun that you could change the sound, that you'd done your
Yeah.
own sound, stuff like that. Like that would have been phenomenal because you could have put absolutely anything. And yeah, it's a shame it obviously won't
That
see the
would have
light
been
of day.
Yeah, that would have been a console mover as well, wouldn't it? If it came packaged with Earthworm Jim 4, you'd be like, yeah, I'll get one of those.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I'd have been all
So
in.
yeah, it's never came to be. I mean, what's the? This is a bit of a tangent. Again, it's not Evercade, but have you guys had anything about the Amico? Or like, I don't hear anything about it in like maybe
still
over
not
a year
released.
now. But have they
No.
officially said it's definitely not happening? Like everyone who's
No.
followed it, be like, yeah,
they haven't.
it's
No,
dead. It's really
coming.
dead. But
Yeah.
is it?
coming,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
Because
people
you
say
can,
like, yeah, it's still there.
if you've got an Android TV box, you can
Hmm.
download the app, buy the games like you can
Yeah,
do now. Like
play
I
the games
played.
that way.
Yeah, what did I
Hmm.
play the other day on our channel? I downloaded Finnegan Fox. That's the Amico
Yeah.
version, and then you can
Wow.
use your. I downloaded it off Steam, but you can actually use like Google TV, download the Amico like hub thing, and then link your phone as like the controller, which is kind of like what you do with your Netflix when you scan it and it turns into a controller. It's kind of like that, but.
I wonder if it
Not
will
sure.
ever then see a physical console.
Well,
Release.
yeah,
No.
we hope so
Ever
because so many
happen.
people have put some money down on that. You really hope that they
Yeah.
No,
get their
not
money's
happening.
worth.
Not happening. But before we dive
Anyway.
into actual Evercade topics, if everyone else has had a tangent, I'm gonna keep one. And it's still on Earthworm Jim. Some of the news that I'd seen out of Gamescom was the new Bubsy game.
Yes,
And that-
Bubsy
and that-
4,
That got me thinking.
Yeah,
I was like,
4D.
4D.
now
yeah.
that is something I could see Earthworm Jim coming back in the style of. Something which is still very cartoony. Earthworm Jim 3D is okay. It's not awful. It's just not the Earthworm Jim that I love from the 16-bit era. But you could do something with that franchise, I think, by doing that cell shady type graphics to it. Even if it wasn't 3D, just do it like Donkey Kong Country Returns and just have it like 2D, 3D, that sort of isometric where it kind of, you can go into the background, into the foreground. That could kind of be cool. So I don't know. I hope somebody somewhere keeps doing something fun with Earthworm Jim, because look at that. I mean, that's
Looks fantastic, doesn't it?
it's great. Absolutely great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that Atari will look to do a standard edition as well as the one they've obviously got coming out with limited run games. Obviously, it'd be nice if they just did a standard one for everyone. So here in the UK, we haven't got to wait 2.5 years to play it. Instead, we can just grab it from retailers and enjoy it in this lifetime. Really, that'd be lovely.
Agreed.
Mm.
I agree completely. Anyhow, let's jump on to the first topic. And this topic has potential to be feisty.
Hang on, I've got a new background.
Oh,
Oh,
we
we're
go.
liking it. Yeah.
so there's a tease there. If you can't tell what our next topic is going to be about, it's going to be about
It's
the
a key
Super
issue.
Micro key. Good
It's a
grief.
key issue.
We're still
There's
going.
a key issue.
It's we're going to be going over what we think of the Super Micro Keychain announcement. Now, I think this is going to be. I think everyone's going to have an opinion, and we're going to talk about it. So, Blunners, Super Micro Keychains. What was your first opinion, and what is your opinion now?
Like there was Gene was on Gene who's in the chat. He was on another show. He was on the American one. I forgot what it's called at the minute. And Everchat, that was it. Evercast, yeah. So he was on the Everchat. Was now. Don't say that. So yeah, and he was saying like me, it's kind of like I'm not fussed that it like I hope it does well. I hope it's something that does. I mean, I hope it promotes Evercade more and people come down looking at us. But I just think the whole way they announced it was, pardon my French, shit. I just think they could have Exactly. Yeah, I just think they could have. I think they could have done so much more, and it felt like it was just thrown out the door. There's no video. There's no nothing. It was like, oh shit, no one's pressed go on the Super Micro Pocket Keychain limit button. This is press go. Do you know what I mean? It was just odd. There was no. It was out of nowhere. It's completely out of left field. Oh, something's coming, and I've done a video on it the other day. I said I'm not fussed. There was a couple of things I heard about it. It takes 2.5 seconds to load up. It doesn't have a home menu. It doesn't have save states. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and it's like you can see the packaging. I'll bring up the stuff in a minute. The packaging's great. It's a great idea. It's just the price point, man. £9.99. It just kills it. And for our American brothers, at $35, are you having a laugh? Kind of like, do you guys? Another thing for the people in the chat who are from America, are you then having to pay tax on that as well? Because $35, I translated it earlier, that comes out at £25.88p. So you're paying £5.88 more than what we are, and we ain't happy with £19.
Trump tax, innit?
Trump, yeah. So it's like,
got to pay that Trump tax.
I think like it says on there, it's not a novelty item. It blatantly is, and I do feel if it was in stores, like rest in peace, Ryan would say, if it was in a John Lewis, if
Got to
it
get
was
in
in
John
a
Lewis.
Robert
Yeah.
Dias,
Ryan loves John Lewis.
if it was in a Robert Dias, if it was in shops other than bloody Argos and Smiths over here, if it was actually out there in the wild, and you could walk into these shops and you get from our poll that we'll do later, it's obviously not aimed at us. It's aimed at that niche stocking filler. Chuck it in your basket, like someone at the till, chuck it in your basket and kind of get away from it. So the idea is fantastic. The packaging is brilliant. The presentation of the device looks great. I'll bring up some pictures while you guys are talking. It's just the price point, man. £19.99. It's just like, nah. Like as soon as I saw the price, I was just like, nah, no thanks. It just puts me off.
The chat are agreeing on the price point as being the biggest detractor.
Tim, what were your initial thoughts, and what are your thoughts now?
My initial thought was, "Ooh, that looks good," and then my thoughts now are, "Oh." So, I would say it's looking at a picture of it as well. If one Blunders brings it up, my thoughts on the size of it are that it's too small to be a console and too big to be a keyring, and it's trying to be both. I was like, but at the same time, like, do you know what? I like it. I would quite like a Burger Time one because I like Burger Time. I think it's a cool idea, but 20 quid is just a bit much for a keyring, to be honest. It's got the one game on it. I can't get excited about it. But I wouldn't be disappointed if that was a stocking filler or I got gifted that at some point. It's like, what are they called? Super Pocket Retro Hyper Mega Cade keyring. You're like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I would be pleased with it. Like, I don't think I'm going to drop 20 quid on it, but if I had a Secret Santa and someone got me a Burger Time keychain, I would be pleased to receive it. That's kind of where I'm at, I guess. It's a shame because if it's a little bit cheaper, I probably would have just got one for the novelty. But again, I agree with Butters 100%. It is a novelty. If they can put in there, this is more than just a novelty, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a novelty. It's the keyring.
It didn't even tell you that, like, other than the Space Invaders one, it didn't tell you that the other ones comes with extra games. So you think you're only getting Asteroids, and it's not until you click and, oh, by the way, you're getting Gravatar and Yards of Enya this one. Where's what? Why have you not told us this?
Unlock
like,
more.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah.
That would have been key information to include, really, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be key. Yeah. I hope we have a chain reaction on that.
Shocker. Derek, what's your initial thoughts for the Super Micro keychains?
Well, I want people in the comments also to let us know. Yeah, let us know. Is this? Are you going to be lucky enough to get one? So, yeah, definitely let us know. I can think of one Hollywood actor who's got lots of money, and I'm sure he'd love them, and that's Keanu Reeves. But,
Oh dear, that's
Oh,
a stretch,
dear.
but I'll let you have it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, it's another
I
twist,
mean,
another turn. Did I think this was what Hyper Megatech was originally going to be used for? Just porting old Evercade games to key rings? No. Something they could have looked at, of course. There's a huge fan base still for the Tiger Electronics, and people
Yeah.
that like to pick up those handhelds. Something like that would have been far better, I think, if they kind of gone down that route. But they need some fresh games for that. Don't keep putting stale ones on that we've already got 13 other ways to play it on the Evercade. We need something fresh. 19.99. Yeah, that's a pretty scary price point. Yeah, as you say, it could be a stocking filler. If somebody gave one to me, I suppose I could hang it on the tree. It could be a little tree trimming. But yeah, as for gaming on it, no, not at my time of life. I'm just not going to be able to see the screen. I really think they should have had a good review of that price point ahead of putting that out. But, you know, I'm sure they're going to ship it around to a load of places, and who knows? You might be lucky enough. I mean, it's a bit like a Gremlin 2 collection that came out recently. I noticed on Amazon today it's dropped to £5. So, you know, if people aren't paying it, then obviously the price comes down. So, yeah, if you do want one and you're happy to pay around sort of that £10 price point, then obviously hang on, and these retailers will drop the price. And who knows? I mean, there's 4 already. Are Blizz going to do more? I don't know. I would think this was an easy one if they had that price point right. I think a lot of Evercaders would have added it to their collection. I know I certainly would have done it. It looked good in the glass cabinet. But yeah, at my time of life, really, I just don't need any fancy keychains, gaming related or not. So yeah, unfortunately I'm out. But still, nonetheless, though, it's lovely to see.
Yeah,
I also think that it's it's kind of a thing that you would buy for someone else rather than yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like if you were buying a present for somebody that liked Evercade and gaming, and you saw the thing, oh, you know, I could get that for them. I think it's probably a gift item. Also, it kind of screams 90s to me. That's one thing I like about it. It's like it just makes me think about the 90s.
Yeah,
there's one
It's
thing
good.
I was like. Sorry, Ollie. There's one thing
That's
on
right.
the other group chat that they were saying, if you had the right game, like you could sell, like if it was Tetris, stuff like that. If it was, do you know what I mean? If it was a different types of game, like a stronger game, then it would probably you'll do better. But still, think 20 quid. Still,
it's yeah. The price point for me is the thing that stops it being a want. I love the design of them. I think they look fantastic. I love the sort of just the pictures that they've got actually on the front of the little device. You know, it looks great. Like you said, Tim, it just screams 90s, which was just, you know, what an era for, you know, handheld gaming that was. You know, the fact that we weren't playing it, but we were playing Mario 3 on a watch. You know, I remember that, wanting that watch so badly. And this it screams that type of product. It is just too expensive, I think, for something that is a keychain. Like I'm not going to put it on my bag as much as I would like to, purely because it's going to get dinged, it's going to get scratched, and then as soon as that screen's gone, that's 20 quid down the drain. You know, it's, you know, you could just spend an extra 25 and get a Super Pocket, which, you know, is worth the money. You know, there's a load of pre-built in games. The screen's a pretty good size actually for a handheld. The device feels premium, and it loads Evercade cards. So, you know, I'm sure there will be a market for this. I'm sure there will be, because it is one of those things. Like, again, you know, Ryan, you know, if someone was to see it in John Lewis, you know, at the till, oh yes, you know, Jimmy likes that game, doesn't he? Yes. Oh yeah, I'll get him that to go in the stocking, or I'll get him that as just this extra little present and that kind of thing. So it's got that potential to be that impulse purchase, I just think 19.99 is actually maybe just a fraction too high. Interestingly, though, I have starred a comment here from Dominic Bradley, which was, for what Hyper Megatech are looking to achieve, I think it makes perfect sense. I just don't think this product is for people already in the Evercade ecosystem. Yes, I do kind of agree with that. I think there was always that idea that Hyper Megatech were just going to be making, weird products and just sort of being like the experiment arm of Blaze. They can trial things, see how they fit, see how they sort of work. Do people really enjoy them? Do they not? And then it doesn't actually damage all of that sort of Evercade branding that they've kind of got. I'm just torn on it. Like a tenner is still a lot of money, but it's a cool product for a tenner. I think the most you could charge would be £11.99. That would be the highest bar for me. Be £11.99, under £12.
I pick it up for a Secret Santa for work for £11.99.
So would I.
Definitely.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
that's things where most like work Secret Santas would normally be like 10 to 15. Like not many people want to stretch out for 20 on a Secret Santa, so it just pushes it outside of that Secret Santa price point, doesn't it?
Yeah. I liked MI Tech's comment here.
Yeah.
I think a flea one with both parts would be cool. Yeah, I'd kind of be up for that.
Stick tapeworm on there as well. Have an Owlo collection.
What do you call it? A flea pack. No,
Fleaverse.
Yeah. So if it was something quirky like that, I could be more on board with it, purely because then I know it's a quirky indie game. It's a developer that we know and get on with. It's like supporting your friend, like that kind of thing. I could be cool. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that again you need to see in hand. Once you've got it in your hand, does it feel different?
I think none of the games have, like, in some of their package deals, they sometimes do like you buy 2 carts and you can pay extra to have an item with a cart. If they can do some way you're able to get hold of one of these key rings at a lower price overall, if you buy a package with 2 carts, that could see some getting shifted. Like I'd probably be interested in doing something like that if there's a good combination of carts that I wanted in a key ring. But yeah, on its own, I think it's a bit much.
I think I just want more solid games, and I mean that's not me saying that things like Burger Time, Centipede, Asteroids aren't solid games, because they are. But is Burger Time on a Super Pocket as well? Not yet.
Remember now? I think I think it is.
I think it is.
I think it might be on the Data East one actually.
It's on the one that looks like. Is it on the one that looks like Blippi and John Cena that we keep on?
Yes, it could be.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if all of these are the arcade versions.
No.
I think they said they're not.
No, so they're like the Atari 2600. I mean, if you ever try to play Asteroids on a 2-inch screen, with that, I mean, you're going to need a magnifying glass, aren't you? That's just not going to happen on a bumpy bus as you're going along. It's just not going to happen.
I think if they were different games, it would stand a better chance. If it was, again, just because I talked about it earlier, if it was an Earthworm Jim keyring with even just a Earthworm Jim, okay, this is a little bit more interesting, or like you're saying, putting Flea and Flea 2 on there, or just something that's not Asteroids, Centipede, Burger Time, Space Invaders.
So we done as soon as this went live, I went straight to the Hangout and put a poll in there. And I put, will you be picking up one of the new Super Micro gaming keychains, $19.99 each? I had 4 options. Yes, all of them. Yes, but only 1 or 2. No, and I prefer flan. And with 3% was yes, all of them. With 4%, I prefer flan. 12% was yes, but only 1 or 2. 81% said no.
Yeah, it's clearly not for an audience that already exists, is it?
And it's like, I just quickly read, like, look neat, but I can't do small screens. It's not for me. They look like images of non-arcade versions. Knowing how bad the My Arcade cabinets are, Mini Burger Time and Cabinet Played, is going to be a really hard sell. They look interesting, but I'll stick with my Game & Watch units. Nope, I don't like my Super Pocket due to the small screen. This would be considerably worse. Then another one, 25 euros is way too much. Almost half of a Super Pocket and comes preloaded with a load of games. Another one, tat. Another one, cute to look at, pointless otherwise. Nope. Do you know what I mean? It's too pricey for something to seem so pointless. I think one of these is, so it's the bundle packaging idea is there for gaming or a magnifying lens. Think about bringing back the legacy instead of doing this nonsense. So people would rather them bring back legacy carts and that kind of stuff and bring out.
I mean, I'm just looking.
They haven't got an Evercade community to run these ideas over a little bit, have they? And sort of and ask.
It's a bit of a shame, that, isn't it?
Believe it or not, it only takes an idea like this to be a failure, and it could collapse something like Blaze Entertainment if this goes pear-shaped. So they can't afford to make too many mistakes. It's not like you're Nintendo or somebody, and you can afford the Wii U as a bit of a test for the Switch. These guys really need to be careful. And I mean, also what this can do is alienate people. So you've got yourself a good community, and then all of a sudden you start coming up with too much hardware and things like that. And in the end, those people start thinking, you know what, I'm not going to pick up any more cartridges for a bit. And it starts to alienate people. We don't want that to happen. We want people to stay on board, and hopefully, the last few carts of the year will delight people, and hopefully this will just be a blip in the landscape.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking through Amazon, because that's normally a good place just to sort of get a bit of the lay of the land with all the random other products there are. And there are smaller handheld devices. I'm not going to share my screen just so that I'm not promoting any particular product. I mean, how big's the screen on these ones?
2-inch TFT.
So the average screen size on most of these smaller devices is between 1.8 and 2 inches. They all average in about that similar sort of price. But there's one here that's a little bit bigger. I have no idea what the games are like on it, but it comes with 160 games, and that's 20 quid. You can get those little mini arcade machines. They've got 2.5-inch color screens. Some of them have got a handful of games. They're £25. They look so uncomfortable because it's just like, it is a tiny arcade cabinet. But nonetheless, there's clearly people out there buying these tiny products.
I think that's the thing. You're gonna have to see it, play it in hand. Same as like we were saying about the Alpha. You want to actually be able to see what this is like, have a good look at it. But where can you get Blaze products out of in the wild? Like, other than
Mankind is about the only one.
Yeah, like what's brick and mortar shop that you can walk into, see it and go, actually that looks pretty good, or actually that looks crap. Do you know what I mean? It's all very well them doing this, but I just feel the promotion on it has been horrendous.
Yeah,
like
they needed Smith's toys. Yeah.
Get it out
in the dump bin at the tills.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all about location. Get it out there, get people seeing it. I just feel the way they announced it, the way it was come out. Oh yeah, by the way, if you click on it, you can get free games. It's like, what? Like, originally, like you thought it was just the one game. It's madness.
They should have given me 100 to give out in Trafalgar Square, and get the word out. Get like a TikTok or a YouTube video out there, and I give out like 100 on Trafalgar Square and promote the thing.
Find us. Just little things like that. Well, we were at Knott's the other day. Why were they not? Where was it? I could have got a presence there, giving away 100 or something, just trying to get them out there, get people playing and get people talking, get them online, get other people seeing them. Product placement. Oh, it's just a shame. I like the idea of it. Yeah, I just think, exactly. Gamescom as well. They've been like the idea of it. I hope it really does well for them. I just feel they've just dropped the ball a little bit on the marketing issues on this.
Mhm.
That's all.
Mm.
Oh,
It's interesting,
wow.
isn't it? It's
It is.
interesting because ultimately, even if even if they were to hold sort of focus groups and ask people, these are some ideas we've got. What do you think? And this kind of thing. Ultimately, they don't have to listen to us or listen
No.
to people at the focus group, so they could still go ahead and do whatever they wanted. But I would love to pitch a product.
Do you know
If
what?
they really wanted to do something like this, I mean, I don't think they need any other products at the moment, purely because the Super Pockets are good, the Evercade handhelds are good. There's not a great deal else you can really sort of do at the moment, I don't think.
But you
I'd
think,
love to
yeah?
pitch.
I said you think like the Hangout is the most like straight down the line group you will find on these products. They all want it to do well, but if something's crap, they will tell you about it. Do you know what I mean? Like that there, even if like you would like, I'm just going to put in there now. I'm going to put a poll in and saying if these super keychains were 10 to 11 pounds, would you change your mind and buy one? And I want everyone to quickly go over there, and we'll come back to that at the end of the show.
Okay.
Because I want to
sure.
see if the price point was changed, could that 81% out of nearly 200 votes, 81%, so 133 votes, 81%, would that change if the price point was better?
Also, another little thing that they could have done. There's 4 of them, remember. Now, if they planned for more in the future, they could have mentioned something like that if you were, say, a keen collector. But they could have done it so when you bought it from Funstock, if you bought one, it was $19.99. But if you bought 2, the price came down slightly. If you bought 3, it came down again. And bought 4, all 4, it came down again. And that way, as I say, that might have intrigued people rather than just try and stab them for 20 quid each. As you buy it, it tiered the price, and I think you would have perhaps ended up with getting each one for, as you say, around sort of $12.99 if you bought all 4. So it's little things like that that can make all the difference.
All 4 for 60, something like that. All 4 for 60.
Yeah,
Buy 3 get 1 free, that type of deal. It's just difficult. It really is difficult. There's a reason that not the head of a company trying to make products for people, and it's because I'm too risk averse, I think, with any of this kind of stuff. I've got 1,001 ideas, but I haven't got a effing clue how to bring any of it to realization or to market. So all I can do is talk about it from a consumer's perspective, and just pretend that I have no idea how it actually works when clearly I don't. So I do accept that everything I say as a consumer is with a pinch of salt. However, it's made for a consumer, therefore, my opinion holds a small amount of weight. It's just difficult. I just don't think it's the right product at the right time. At the moment, there is a time and a place for all of these things, I think. But who knows?
Perhaps it's something that
it will sell bucket loads.
Yeah, perhaps it's something that Alicia Keys would want to have, though.
He's been thinking of that for ages.
I was waiting for someone to pause so I get a terrible pun before we move on to the next topic. I think that was the worst one. I'm proud of that. That was the worst pun we've had.
That's a proper dad joke.
That is a dad joke, yeah. Master Timmy's tanks on as well, isn't it? Alicia Keys.
Yeah. Of all of the ideas you had, and you had to come up with that micro one there. Just really,
there we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Well, thank you, Dave Nealon, for the symbol crash.
Yes. I'm here all night.
Sorry,
Don't forget to tip your
yeah.
waitress. Anyhow, we'll come back to the new poll that Blunners has chucked into the Hangout live, and we will see what we get back from that. So let's jump on over to our next topic, which is highlight of the month. I feel like we need a jingle for that.
I was just thinking the same. We need a jingle, don't we? It's the highlight of the month.
So, what could the jingle be in vein of? Inspired by? If anyone ever watched The Big Breakfast and we got Morty Vicker, I would like a jingle that is in the spirit of Morty Vicker, but highlight of the month. So one of those old,
Morty
those
Vicker.
That's it. Have another cup. That's sort of the keyboard organ sound. That's like the 1940s beach music. You know.
Oh, so what they did, was it one lump or two? Was
That's
the thing? Was that Big
one
Breakfast?
lump or two. Yes.
One
Yeah,
lump
you
or
had
two.
that. We had Steps of Woe, Morty Vicker, Egg on Your Face.
I remember Egg on Your Face. Yeah. That's
Where
the
are
kind of
you,
thing
Mark?
need.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, mate. Oh, we could do a whole section on Big Breakfast here, couldn't we? Nothing Evercade related at all. But what is Evercade related is the highlight of the month.
I love that. I've got from Dave Newland. Tumbleweed, followed by Vic Reeves crying. Thanks, Dave. Anyway, enough
Dave
puns
says
from me.
He's happy to make a jingle, mate.
Nice.
See what you can come up with. Listen to Morty Vicker, and in that sort of style for highlight of the month would be fantastic. Highlight of the month. Who's going to take it away? So what is the highlight of the month is Truxton, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is on a collection that I don't own. So I should really download the highlight of the month, because then I can have a bash at Truxton. So Blunners, have you managed to play Truxton?
Yeah, so obviously because we were going live, I decided to update my alpha, take Zool off it, because that's the last time I updated it. And I played Truxton on it. And I just don't like one-shot kill shoot-em-ups. Like, you get all that well done so well, touch once, dead. And I was just like, I was swearing my head off because I was getting so annoyed. It restarts well, the music's great. I said I got to about this point here is where I got to, and these guys were just all of a sudden you were just getting swarmed. Like, it was just I could not go. I was using my bombs to try and protect me for a little bit, but I was still just getting my butt kicked, and I was constantly adding in credits, and was not enjoyable. I think Toxo said that if you actually have the cart, you can go in and change the dip switch on it. On this download, there is no dip switch settings, so good luck, because it was hard as nails, and
so it's just
doesn't
nails
really
or
give
nails.
you nails upon nails, and it just where it's not fully widescreen, you've got these borders on when you're trying to play it on the alpha as well. But it's all right. It didn't make me think, oh, I want to go and buy Turplan Arcade 1. It made me think, if they're all like that on there, I'll stay clear of that one. So one triangle out of 10.
Oh, mate,
Ooh,
one triangle.
Steep there. That's not very good, is it?
Rubbish.
Damn.
Dang. Tim, have you managed to play some Truxton?
No, I haven't as of yet, but I will put it on the EXP so I can play it in Tate mode. So I think that'd be a nice way to be able to play it. And things well, the last highlight of the month was Worms, and I do have the Worms cart, so I don't feel like I'm going to be missing out on anything. And I think with these highlights of the month, if there's ever a game on there that I really like that I don't know the cart of, it's that pain decision of, do you update it to try the next one? So I think for some people who've currently got like Worms or the previous one, Vazul, it might not be worth updating for this one by the sound of it, one triangle out of 10 triangles. But yeah, be keeping a close eye on this. For me, I don't mind removing worms because I do have the cart, so I think I'll probably try it on the EXP and see how I get on. Yeah, I agree with Blunners about any scrolling shooter where you have like the one hit kill. Like, at least let me take a couple of hits or something, or let me like get a shield or something like that. But I've played a few like that where you're it looks like it's going really well. You make one tiny mistake and then it's all over, and you have to go back. You know.
Derek, this game seems to have your name all over it because you are very good at hard games. Do you enjoy a bit of Truxton?
Well, I haven't bothered to download the game of the month, but because obviously I already own Tower Plan, I think it's Collection 1 that it comes on. In fact, I've got multiple copies of Collection 1. But yeah, I mean, I used to like this style of game. I was a massive fan on the Dreamcast of Ikaruga, if you remember that one. That was a brilliant, brilliant game. This one, yeah, it's okay. It's not enough to want me to download it to play on my Alpha. As I say, I can play it anytime. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had from it. But yeah, practice makes perfect, really. And it does take a lot of practice. I came, I saw, and I conquered. And after that, yeah, I didn't go back. It can get a lot stiffer as you get further in. So yeah, lasting longer is pretty tricky, and I practiced for months and months and months just to be able to get off like the first 2 levels without dying and things like that. So yeah, too much practice sometimes in a game can put you off, and yeah, this was certainly one of them. But I'm sure for a lot of people, you know, it's free. Download it, see if it's your cup of tea, and if it is, who knows? I might put up those couple of Tower Plan Arcade 1 cartridges up in the Hangout and sell them on, and you'll get a chance to grab a good copy and see if you're a master at the other games on the collection.
Just wanted to call out Gene Joke said it's a 9 out of 10 game, and Dan Upton has said 8 out of 10 as well. So there is some people there that are really liking this one.
There is some love for Truxton out there. I have to admit, I go through phases in life where I go through phases in life where these types of games are what I'm after. You know, I mean, it's not a one-hit kill game, but you know, things like Cuphead and anything like that, where there is a really steep learning curve and it is very difficult but very fair. You know, I do have a real special place for those types of games. They're not my go-to games all the time because it does require, you know, some dedication, as Derek said there. You know, you could be playing particular levels for weeks on end just to get really solid with the control system so that you can just keep progressing. So it is something I probably would enjoy playing through, but it would have to be at the right time. So I could download it now, have a bash on it and kind of go, yep, this is hard as balls. I'll come back to that when I'm in the mood for a game that's punishingly difficult.
And the new one's
so yeah. But knowing that it does have its fans does mean it is a good game. It's, you know, I think even people that play all the From Software games, you know, even people that don't enjoy them appreciate the fact that they are good games. They're just difficult. And that's a very specific type of game. And clearly it's been going for a very long time, you know, very difficult game. So, yeah, intriguing. Blunners is looking at his screen there like he's got something he's itching to tell us.
No, I just say, look, it's just not my type of game. Get so far, one touch, you're dead. All I can say is when you restart, you're pretty much not far off where you died, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
As in like where you restart, it's just after about 20-25 minutes, you're just like, I'll actually play something I enjoy.
There are some. There's so many like scrolling shooters, especially on like some of the arcade sort of compilations that I've got. There's absolutely tons of them, and yeah, some of them are one-hit kills, and you go to the start of the level again. You got to start over, and that's just too punishing. Like, no, I can't have the patience for that. So yeah, it also is one where perhaps a rapid quick save usage would help you get through some of it until you get some practice.
I think something like Cuphead is the best example of complete fairness. You know, I think you get three hits at anything, and then you're out, and then it's all the way back to the beginning of the boss fight or the beginning of the level. You can level up your health to have one extra health bar from the vendor, but it is very expensive and costly, and ultimately the best thing is just to get better weapons. So you know, I do enjoy a challenge. I just like a fair challenge.
Saying that, it makes me think of Volga the Viking. If you ever played that, that was like a really tough game, but it was specific, so you would have to learn exactly where to go. You'd get a little bit further, and then something would kill you. Okay, I need to jump in this direction to avoid that specific part. Once you got it down, you would be able to get through the level the same every time, but then you'd experience the next little screen, and then something would kill you, and you have to go back and get there again, and then know that that's there, and it's building up that muscle memory. So that's but it is quite a fun game, that one. It's just very specific play style. It's like if you like punishing games and having to like remember all those little how to navigate a level, then you might enjoy that one.
Intriguing. Righty-roo. Let's get on to some super positive news. New carts this week. That is good news. One of which is Roguecraft 64.
No, DX.
DX.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd had 64 in my head. Roguecraft DX. I'm so excited for this one. I really am. I really cannot wait for this game. It just looks so good. I'm really excited for this to come to Evercade.
There's the man himself.
There he is. I hope you're good, my friend.
Yeah.
Only this week people will be receiving your game. Hopefully that universal praise will continue. So yes, and the other cart is NeoGeo, isn't it?
Yeah, NeoGeo arcade one.
Yeah.
I
Very
mean, that's
strong. This is great.
that-
This is a great lineup.
It really is. I mean, that is an absolutely belting lineup of games to come this week. Certainly, as Evercade consumers, we are eating well at the moment. So, yeah, Blunners, Roguecraft, and NeoGeo. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm so excited as much as Derek Coffin there. Hope you're right there. Basically, I've done a poll in the group as of loving at the minute. I personally think these two carts coming out are the best of the best. These are going to be the pick for game of the year, cart of the year, I reckon, these two. I've done a video ages ago, back when NeoGeo RK1 was announced. Loved it. Fantastic choice of games. Think it'll be brilliant, especially on the alpha. And Roguecraft, I downloaded the Amiga copy and played that as well. Loved it. Be interesting to see what difference is on the DX version. The music's fantastic. The way it plays is just great. It's like it's so good. I really do hope it does really well for on Evercade, because then hopefully they can bring their next lot of games whenever they make them over to us as well. But yeah, so for me, both carts on the way. And some people have already put pictures on, especially out in the States, because they get sent out a bit earlier, I think. They've already got both of these carts already. They've turned up. So let us know in the comments if you've already received them and what you think.
Yeah. Tim, Roguecraft and NeoGeo, high on the lists for you?
Yeah, definitely Roguecraft is on my wish list, so I will be picking up a copy. The NeoGeo one, I might see what my funds are like at the end of the month. I'll probably pick up Roguecraft DX on payday, but I might wait and see what my funds are like at the end of the month if I want to pick up the NeoGeo as well. So I do think I've got a lot of those games already on different systems and stuff, but it is convenient having it on Evercade because you can play it on my VS and my EXP and carry that save across. I think just having the chance to play it handheld and on the console makes it quite accessible. So yeah, I might consider that one as well. And it has actually been a bit of time since I've picked up a new cart. because some of the previous carts that were being announced weren't really for me. So yeah, I'm excited to jump in and get a new one and get Roguecraft for sure.
Excellent. And Derek, a good week for cart release. Are these on your lists as well?
It is a good week for cart releases. Nothing I love more than to see people excited for them. It's when cartridge announcements happen and the games come and you don't really see much excitement around it. So yeah, this is for me probably one of the bigger weeks we've had this year, where it hasn't just come and gone like Atari Arcade 2, but people are actually anticipating it. My inbox is full daily with people telling me they've pre-ordered, how excited they are for whether it's NeoGeo or for Roguecraft. So yeah, it's very, very exciting, and I'm thrilled, and I will certainly be watching from multiple social medias to see. I'm sure there'll be lots of its arrived posts that people will be posting in the Hangout once theirs start to come out. And yeah, I'm very, very excited this week. I've just had an entire summer of dungeon crawlers, so I've literally dungeon crawled myself to death over the summer, and perhaps I'm looking for a slight change in September, but nonetheless, people, I'm sure, if that's your style of game, you'll be so hungry to get your hands on it when it arrives. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing other people's interpretation of it and seeing what they make of it. So yeah, it's very, very exciting from the position I'm sat in at the moment.
Excellent. Roguecraft is definitely something that I will be picking up on payday if it's in stock. Hopefully it will be somewhere and I'll be able to grab a copy. The NeoGeo stuff, it would have been my top pick if I wasn't so excited for Roguecraft. So if I'm going to get one cart this month, it's going to be Roguecraft. The NeoGeo stuff will just have to wait. As much as I do want it, though, because I don't have multiple copies of all the games on that NeoGeo collection. In fact, I don't even think I have a copy of any of those games on NeoGeo collection. I've played them on various people's Raspberry Pis and all those, wonderful products, but I don't think I've ever gone out and sourced stuff for myself, especially Metal Slug. And I know Metal Slug is on everything, but I don't own a Metal Slug collection. So yeah, it is something that is going to be up on my list.
But this is what I feel Evercade should be going in this sort of direction of the Roguecraft situation. This is how you can't get that DX version anywhere else. The only way you can play that at the minute, because it is coming out on Steam. But this is where, but physical copy wise, get on your Evercade. This is where I feel they should be going down that sort of market more than going down just pulling off arcade games and stuff where. I do like that idea, but I do feel the future. I feel I'd be so great just to get more of these kind of developers on board. And from the people in the Hangout, 11% have gone for Roguecraft, 18% have gone for NeoGeo Arcade 1, 61% have gone for both, me included, and 10% have gone for none. I prefer Flan, and that has 103 votes at the minute with 12 comments. Interesting to see what people have put on it. So someone said they're waiting for Taito. Another one's put, we'll see what happens when I get to my mailbox. And another one, really looking forward to both of these. Really looking forward to Roguecraft DX. Also have NeoGeo on pre-order as well. Got both. Even brought a VS especially for Roguecraft DX. That is a mass. Do you know what I mean? NeoGeo. I'll probably get Roguecraft at a later date. Does look very good. In a moment of weakness, I pre-ordered both. So from stuck a while back. It wasn't my intention to order both, but I did. The single cart NeoGeo was sold out for a bit. Apparently, it's back in. I'm so looking forward to NeoGeo Arcade 1. So yeah, Roguecraft DX, I'm excited for. I have no interest in NeoGeo, but simply cannot pre-order it. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix.
It's exciting, isn't it? People.
Last time, Blunders and myself were chatting and about a new Spectrum game that had come out, and Blunders went ahead that night and actually streamed it. And I came into the stream and chatted in the comments, and we had a fantastic evening. It was an amazing game. So, you know, that's just the sort of thing I want to see Evercade scooping up. I don't want to see these games lost.
No.
Well said.
Yeah. So there we go. It's a good week for cart releases. It really is. If you own an Evercade, you are in for a good week, I think. If you've managed to get hold of a copy, as some people have said, Fun Stock is out of stock, which normally means that the other sites are normally out of stock too. So yeah, fingers crossed, come payday, I'll be able to get a copy of Roguecraft, and by the next TEP, I'll be able to join in the love.
Yes, same. I mean, the kids' summer holiday has dried up my wallet at the moment, so I'm going to wait until payday before I can get anything for myself, because it's all gone on summer holiday activities and ice cream and things like that. So not enough money left over for cartridges, but is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a Spectrum port of Roguecraft happening to the Spectrum Next. Yeah. So, yeah, look out for that next year.
Next.
So that's exciting.
Who knows? Will it be on the 1200 Amiga as well? Yeah, you have to wait.
Well, it'll be a while yet. So straight out of the horse's mouth here. Yeah, we have started on a Specky Next port, but it will be a while yet.
Cool. So just before we take a touch base with Blunners to see where his new poll is in the Hangout, let's see if people want to get a question into the chat for our Dear Derek section. Please do. We will get them starred, and we will get to those as soon as we are done with the poll update. So yeah, do get any questions into the chat. We will star them. And yeah, we'll get them asked. So, Blunners, over to you, mate. Is there an update for your Facebook Hangout poll?
Yes. So I am just refreshing the page. So I put in there, if the Super Micro Keychains was cheaper, would you buy one? And we've had, in the short space of time, we've had 23 votes. I've got 6 comments as well. 31% said yes, 69% said no. So it has dropped down from 80, but it's really not the kind of thing I would like to buy. Too much of a novelty. If it was $15 US stocking stuffer, I would probably get one. Otherwise, no interest. No matter they are too small and unusable for me. I have more than enough hardware clutter as it is. I wouldn't want them to be frank. I think the problem is not the price, but the content. Again, a Sega one, Konami one, with a good collection of indies would instantly make it more appealing. Just imagine if Nintendo did something like this. And then Adam Vixen, I feel like a startup, cheap product, not well-established company with an existing full range of hardware is not a product of any interest to me. Throwaway stocking filler tat. So that was straight off the group.
But it has gone up from 11% to 31%.
Yeah.
So there is a silver lining there, you know. The price point isn't everything, but the price point is going to have something to do with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see what happens. We need to keep going a little bit because I'm intrigued to see if we can get Dave Newland's jingle for highlight of the month in this this episode as well. So it would be so much fun.
That might be next time. Yeah,
you watch it just as soon as we go to sign off. It'd be like it's done, and we will have to hang on.
Ding.
Okay,
all ready.
It's time to roll VT.
Do you have a question? Well, now's your chance. It's time to ask Derek.
And here we go. It is now time for Dear Derek. So if people do have questions, get them into the chat. We'll give them a quick cheeky star, and we will be able to, ask Derek all the stuff that we can in the short space of time that we have left. So, first question is from Rob Taylor. Dear Derek, any news on a showcase coming?
Nothing presently, I'm afraid. No, nothing presently. We can expect that new car, obviously September based. To join Rare. So that's as much as we've got at the moment. So yeah, it'll be a case of enjoy those new carts that drop, and and just keep your eyes peeled.
Do we think it's likely to have one more showcase this year? Are they going to end the year on a showcase?
It'd be a smart move, especially after this year. I feel once again it's been against Duke Nukem, of course, which was the pinnacle year. I feel again this has been a bit lackluster. So I would think that would totally be the right move, is to end it on the year. And I'm thinking of exactly the remaster I really want on there, and I know 100% it's been tested on Evercade, and that's the one I want announced. But I think it's too early. I think it's going to have to be the end of next year. But who knows?
Derek, God damn it! God damn it! That's a tease.
It'll blow
That
you
is
away.
a tease. Man, I really, yeah. Okay, let's move on before I start really getting worked up. Next question from Shems. Dear Derek, last carts this year. Any news soon? I guess that's similar to.
Yeah, I mean they're all from developers we haven't had before, so that's a good thing, right? So it'll shake it up. It'll give us something a little bit different, and hopefully something for everyone.
Indeedy. A pondering question, I think, from Gene Joke. With the likes of NeoGeo and Rare, do you think there is still room for the likes of Pico in the Evercade lineup?
I haven't really seen Pico acquire anything of particular interest, not since Rage of the Dragons, of course, and that's come out. Now there's a physical Switch version. I think it's called Rage of the Dragons Duo or something. I would like to have seen Rage of the Dragons perhaps make the transition to Evercade, but beyond that, I don't think there's anything in their current library that I would want to play. At the moment, I'd rather Blaze distance themselves a bit from Pico. They seem to be doing the rounds. They're on a new Atari handheld that's about to drop shortly. There's a load of their games built into that, and again, I don't see the point. I think it devalues that Atari handheld myself. You can download the recharged games on it for free and things like that, and then you've got a bunch of like weird Pico ones where the controls haven't been done properly. So I think a lot of Pico stuff's very sloppy from previous stuff I've played, and it's not something I personally want Blaze to go down the route from. If they distance themselves and start going for quality rather than just quantity of weird games that people don't want, that's the route I would prefer them to go, because obviously I'm a huge supporter of theirs. But I guess it depends what you want. If you want majorly obscure games that nobody would ever play, yeah, we'll see another collection. But to be honest, yeah, if all Pico stuff got deleted tomorrow, it would be of no loss to me.
Pico cart incoming.
Let's go to our next question. Will be from Colm, and that is, dear Derek, I always buy my carts in pairs, and I don't have one with the rare cart. When do we hear about the next one?
That'll be September. September is just around the corner. So, yeah, it should be exciting. And hopefully this time it won't be so rushed. Obviously, Rare, had given out that information in advance. Blaze kind of had to cobble something together and shove it out the door, like you're late for work. And, it was a bit embarrassing. And, again, it's not the light I want to see Blaze in. I want to see them in a good quality light, which says the word professional. So that's something I want them to take on board. And with the next cartridge, I know it's not as good as Rare, but nonetheless, I want them to really try here, actually put some effort in. That really matters to me. People always say, oh, well, you're not Nintendo, you're not Sony. It doesn't matter. If you're a professional company, you do the best that you can do, not just for the company but for the consumer. And I think Rare could have been a lot bigger than it was. I think they could have done a really good build up over the summer and everything. Perhaps even announced the odd game each week from the cartridge, so we built over the summer. There was lots of potential there, and unfortunately, it was kind of once again it got missed. A bit like the AI art with Duke Nukem and things like that. You know, that we're supposed to have the reversible covers with Atari Lynx. That never happened. So yeah, I just feel this was another little botched thing that I don't want happening, because every time I go to a gaming club, you know, and I talk to people about the Evercade there, they always bring those little things up, and I can't dispute it. If you give me the ammo for the gun, I can fire it. But if you keep going wrong, that's the things that people always bring up. And when you've got an audience of people at a gaming club, the last thing you want is for this to become a laughing matter, because that doesn't shift consoles. So yeah, it really, really matters to me that they get this next cartridge right.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think he's bang on there, because like you think that, like for me, Rare is massive, like is a big deal, and yeah, just like you said, just rushing it out the door, such a shame. And obviously the same things happen with these keychains as well. I just feel could have really, really built this up and then gone wallop. There you go. If we can get Rare, we like. Why do you think we're down? Why do you think we're at Gamescom? Kind of thing. We can get anything. So yeah, it's such a shame, man. Like you say, I want the ammo to be firing this gun. I don't want to be shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Next question from MI Tech. Any word on intentions of next year? Will it be more indie heavy, for example, seeing as everything this year is already signed?
We'll just have to wait and see how the chips fall, won't we? We know Indie Heroes obviously will be making a resurgence next year, but yeah, obviously beyond that, yeah, it's all to play for, really. I can see there's potential in what's perhaps going to be coming, but yeah, at the moment, yeah, we just got to hope on Evercade to line up the right titles. Obviously, we'll get the first two in December. That will come out in February. So you haven't got to wait long.
Look at that. Just in time.
Dave Neeland is the postman. He always delivers.
He's left Royal Mail and more Newland Mail. Right. One more question from Stephen. Dear Derek, do you think we will get more Ireme and Jellicoe arcade collections in the future?
I'd like to. I think if there was potential for a second Ireme collection, it would have already happened. It's not to say Blaze can't go back to the table and renegotiate something. That's totally possible. And again, with Jellicoe, there's loads of games that I had as a child that we still haven't seen. So I would absolutely be up for another collection, whether that be home consoles or arcade. So yeah, I hope they go back to the drawing board there and see what they can fish out, especially for next year. I need it now in this lifetime.
Excellent. So, chaps, do we have the jingle that we can unveil as we finish for the evening?
At the minute, my chat with David's just spinning round. I'm going to have to quickly reload because it's not. He's sent it to me, I think. But I can't.
Just sending as a wet transfer. Send
Sending as a wet transfer? What does that entail?
I don't know what that is. It's a trouser accident.
It's said very seductively as it slides into your inbox.
Oh no! When he's got a face.
Man, I really want a wet transfer now.
I know, but it's
oh dear.
Wet ransom, man. There's so many different wet things you could have.
Amazing. All right, I just played it, but I don't know how to. It's like a voice thing. It's not actually as an MP3 or anything I can download.
Okay.
So
could it be something we
sure
play through? Could we play it through headphones and just up to the microphone, old school, like when we used to do in Yahoo chat rooms?
You know what? Good idea.
And we could obviously get a proper review showcase of it next time. But for now, just a little tease preview of the jingle.
Hang on.
And a moose boosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Boosh.
I hear lots of squeaking.
Did you hear it?
No.
Can you share your screen and audio and just do it that way?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Try that. Share screen.
We have the technology.
Share
This is where
audio.
we see that Blunner's
See if
had something
this
on in the
works.
background he shouldn't have.
That's right, viewers. It's time for a highlight of the month.
Oh, there you go. Just sent me another link.
Super duper. I heard my Morty Vicker keyboards in there. I was very excited by that.
There you go. He's got it to me in MP3. Hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Here we go.
That's right. Okay. Now I've got to go into.
This will be
Look at
worth
this.
the wait,
Now
I
live.
assure you. I assure you.
Yeah, add more music.
Here we go.
Just while we get that
What a swift.
preloaded. Oh, is it done? I was going to do all the outro and ramble, but I'll hold fire if we're there.
That's right, viewers. It's time for highlight of the month.
There.
That's right, viewers.
Love it.
It's time for highlight of the month.
Very good.
Perfect.
Okay. He always
Absolutely
delivers.
perfect. He always delivers. And on that note, literally, thank you everyone for joining us along live. It is always a pleasure to see so many of you in the chat. Do keep going with the various topics in the comment section. Head on over to the Hangout, head on over to the TVG Facebook group. We would love to hear from you this week, especially if you are going to be receiving Roguecraft and NeoGeo. We really want to know how you guys are getting on with both sets of those. It's a very good week to be an Evercade fan. So yeah, do keep us updated with all of your post that the postie is going to bring you. And fingers crossed, everything lands on time for everybody to just Roguecraft the shit out of everything. So yeah, all that's left to say is thank you to Derek for joining us as always. People can find you as Sir Top and Hat over on Twitter, X, the various things there. So if you would like to stay up to date with all the news as it comes in on the pulse, Derek is your man. So please do head on over, give Derek a follow if you don't already do so. If you have randomly come across this as part of the YouTube universe, please consider hitting that subscribe button because that helps us out a huge amount. And also feel free to give the video a little cheeky thumbs up because that pushes it up that elusive algorithm that everybody talks about. That helps us out a great deal as well. And also, if you do want to help us out even more, you can always join the channel as a channel member for a squid. And all the money that we receive from channel membership goes straight back into prizes for you guys. And yeah, everybody's a winner. So hopefully we will see all of you next week for, is it ModCons next week?
No, it's uncensored.
Is it
Uncensored?
Timmy's Tanks.
Yeah, I missed last Uncensored, so I'll be back.
Oh yeah, we done
did.
it without him, didn't we?
Rejoin, yeah.
Remember?
Two tanks.
Did. Did we
I had
lose?
my trouser accident.
No, we
So
won.
did.
Yeah,
We
a
won?
double trouser.
No, you won.
accident.
Yeah, I think you won. Yeah.
I think we won barely.
Mm,
Barely. It's so good. It's so good. Oh dear. Right. Join us next week. Timmy's Tanks. Chat, bring it. Because you almost destroyed us in one shot last time. And I'll be able to tell you all the games I've been playing on PS5. So until next time, everybody. Kevin Bacon's Bacon. See you Friday.
Alicia Keys.
See you next Monday.